Hey guys, so as you probably saw in the short announcement video, I finished draft one. I did it in 30 days. That was my goal. I don't know if I can ever maintain that pace again. It'd be kind of cool if I could. But here's where I talk about what's going to happen next for me. Number one, I need to get more involved in social media and circles. When I wrote my first book 5 years ago, I didn't feel like there were the support networks. I didn't know of any Discord channels or Twitter or BookTube or anything like that. I didn't have it. So I took my book and I threw it out in the wind and I didn't support it properly. I didn't know how to support it properly, even though I did have some good people giving me advice. So this time I'm going to get more engaged, listen to people, learn from people. I've got mechanically about a 15-day window before my professional editor comes online. So I'm going to go in with a scalpel and try to get as much earwax dug out of the story as I can, tighten it up as much as I can before she comes on board. That's not to say that there won't be more edits once she's done. Obviously, once she gives me her feedback, I will be going through and doing more edits. But my goal is to turn around the book in 2 months with the bulk of the editing done in the next 15 days and then the remainder of the editing done after my editor gets the information back to me. So there'll be about a 30 to 45 day editing window with a gap in between while I wait. I'm going to go ahead and start book two once I have finished my first round of personal edits, just to make sure that I'm not going to make any big story beat changes that are going to annoy someone if they try to read book two or going to annoy me or whatever. So I'm going to give it 15 days before I start book two. That's going to let my brain kind of settle, let me ponder about the cool things that I want to have happen because what I don't want to have happen is like I don't want to not be thinking about book two and then miss a cool idea, but I also don't want to rush into it, burn myself out, and just not write good content, right? Like I don't want to make the story fail because I burn out. So 2 rounds of edits, lots of social media, um, and book cover and things like that will have to be done. I'm also going to broaden this channel, so I'm going to be doing some reviews of books. I'm not going to become a booktuber, but I am going to be talking about the books that inspired me or have inspired me to write. I think that because I come from a weird, I have a weird gap. So the first like 15, 20 years of my life, I read every piece of fantasy I could, and that has inspired me tremendously. And then I'm reading again now, and there's this weird middle area where I kind of am not that versed. So the things that I like and the things that I'm going to talk about are pretty specific to me, and I hope that they'll be able to provide some context as to what I like and what I want to write and why I'm writing what I'm writing, as opposed to being like a more generalized booktuber. So that's where we are. That's where we are in the next few days. And expect more content from me, more varieties of content as I, vary what I'm doing up, take breaks from editing, do a chapter review, take breaks from writing, do something else. And hopefully that will make the channel entertaining and engaging. So thank you very much for following me on this and have a wonderful new year.